It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Now, the GET Redhawks and the West Salem Panthers. The High School Game of the Week, made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill on Leonard Street in historic downtown West Salem. American Family Insurance and your agent in West Salem, Jim Quinn. Union State Bank of West Salem, where customers and community come first. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16, West Salem. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. The newly remodeled West Salem American Legion on Leonard Street in West Salem. West Salem Pharmacy on Highway 16, West Salem, caring for you and about you. West Salem Pharmacy. And Allied Cooperative in Toma, West Salem, and Arcadia. Now let's go courtside with KQEG's Rick Wilson and Carl Greenfield.
Thank you. Good night. Good evening, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Carl Greenfield tonight at West Salem High School, where we're bringing you what is really a rivalry game between GET, the Redhawks, and the West Salem Panthers. This has always been, Carl, a great rivalry between these two teams over the last couple of years, both in football and in basketball, boys and girls.
And, you talk about the football. They've been separated for the last few years, West Salem moving to the Mississippi Valley Conference.
Good point.
But long-standing Cooley Conference foes. GET maybe not necessarily having the year that they were expecting to have so far. 2-5 overall, only one win in the Cooley Conference. That was at Westby about a month ago, or a couple weeks ago at least.
Yeah.
And the West Salem Panthers, they've had themselves a really good start to the year. 6-2, 3-0 in the Cooley Conference. They're leading the conference. What we saw out of the JV varsity reserve game, it appears to me that West Salem has a strong future ahead of them as well as a present.
Yeah, they beat GET 65-30 in that JV game. But you're right. I think that West Salem looks really strong this year, and they haven't for a number of years. But they've got some good kids out there. Haley, Latos, Hauser, all scoring every game just about in double figures. Their last game they played, they beat Sparta 50-47. And I think the coach has them playing some teams that you would consider to be a challenge to the team. Yep. I don't think a team wins and gets into the playoffs unless they're playing teams that are really challenging them, don't you?
Well, absolutely. You see Baldwin Woodville on their schedule. That's always been a pretty good program. The Logan Rangers earlier in the season, a non-conference matchup. West Salem is one of the biggest teams in the Cooley Conference, and that's part of the reason why they fit in the MVC as a football program.
Right.
But what they haven't done maybe necessarily until recently is, like you said, bring in some of those bigger opponents. They've got a non-conference matchup later in the year against Osseo Fairchild. Another one against Bangor.
Yeah.
Both good programs. And so going outside, a little bit outside the box for your non-conference schedule is one of the best ways to build a program. You look at what Todd Fergutt has done with the Central Red Raiders.
Sure.
They play outside the state to be able to improve themselves. I mentioned earlier I was talking to Joey Arneson. He's the head coach at Melrose Mindoro with the girls program. Great program. He said one of the best things that ever happened to us last season was losing that game against Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Because they were undefeated going into that, and they could have, easily rolled through their whole season undefeated. But the best thing that a good team can do is schedule a team that can beat them and maybe, get knocked down a couple of notches. It's a great learning experience. It may not be fun for the players, but it is a great learning experience.
Well, one of the things I noticed about GET, they're able to score pretty good. They're averaging 67 points a game. But what you don't see is many steals. I think they were averaging something like 3 steals a game. And West Salem, on the other hand, who we're going to see tonight also, they were not allowing opponents to steal. So it should be very interesting to see who has ball control tonight.
Well, and you mentioned the GET Redhawks. Grant Byrne is going to be the focal point of their offense. He's the 6'7" center. So, we'll be watching a lot of him, number 33 on the jersey number. So it should be a good one tonight. On paper, it may not look like a great matchup, but like we talked about, it is always historically a good one.
Coming up, West Salem and GET. Stick around.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep feasting the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
You're invited to visit the newly remodeled West Salem American Legion in downtown West Salem. Come see the new banquet hall and meeting rooms. Check out the new bar and amenities. Then stop in for a delicious fish and shrimp dinner with choice of potato and salad bar on the first, third, and last Friday of the month. Play bingo on the first Monday of the month. Bring the family for an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the second Sunday of the month. For more information, go to westsalempost51.com. Schedule your next event at the all-new West Salem American Legion in historic downtown West Salem.
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street and downtown West.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Carl Greenfield. Now, Carl, if I call you Terry, you got to understand. I've been doing too many games with Terry.
I'll just reach across the table and hit you. It's okay.
Choke me. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
That'll work. All right, we're going to start by introducing you to tonight's lineup here, if they can get the microphone going, and they do.
It sounds like it's working.
For GET, coach, of course, of GET is Jared McCutcheon, and now the microphone went dead again. This has been a problem, folks, tonight. Hey, we're going to use it to make some announcements prior to the opening, and now they're unable to do that because the microphone just isn't working. So I don't know how they're going to introduce the teams here tonight.
Just point.
Just point. Send them out there. All right. For GET, number 2 is a 5'8 senior, Lance Lettner. Number 10 is a 5'11 senior, Tyler Hammond. Number 14 is a 6'2 junior, Sawyer Schmidt. Number 32 is a 6'2 junior, Aiden Lee. And number 33, a 6'7 senior, Grant Byrne. For West Salem, number 2 is a junior, that's Cooper Brighting. Number 3 is a sophomore, Jack Haley. Number 10, a senior, Josh Hauser. Number 12, a senior, David Latos. And number 21, a freshman, Peter Latos. So, at center court, looks like it's going to be Peter Latos and Grant Byrne.
David Latos.
David, I'm sorry. One of the Latoses. So, it gets kicked out of bounds right away. It'll be West Salem ball. Josh Hauser inbounds it to Brighting. It's going to come around to Haley. West Salem pushes it into the corner. Latos all the way across now. Again, back to Latos.
Man-to-man from the Red Hawks. A lot of contact, no call. Good play on the floor there.
Boy, I'm
looks like Hammond.
Startled by how much Peter and David Latos look alike, aren't you?
Oh, there must be a reason for that.
I know, but still, brothers look a lot alike sometimes. Just getting underway here. Rick Wilson along with Carl Greenfield bringing you tonight's game. GET against West Salem Panthers. That's Schmidt with the ball. Hands
nice
that off.
cut.
Nice cut. Grant Byrne to the hoop for 2, and it's 2-0. GET taking the lead.
And that one goes off of David Latos.
So the Hammond will inbound it. Schmidt brings it down. They've got some shooters on this GET team, no question about it. There's one from long down. Grant Byrne will pick it up and put it in, and he'll get the three.
So I see Kyle Schur is out there, number 22. We got some misinformation as far as the starting lineup was concerned. They had given us Aiden Lee as a starter, but 22 Kyle Schur, 6'2" starter.
All right, 5-0 now. GET in the lead. West Salem gets the ball back.
Full court pressure with Byrne on the ball. Those long arms make it difficult.
And a timeout. Wow, a quick timeout
West
call.
Salem.
Timeout West Salem called very quickly. So while they're taking a timeout, let's take a quick moment here ourselves and remind you that one of our sponsors today is American Family Insurance and your West Salem agent, Jim Quinn. See Jim for protecting what you've achieved, so you can dream fearlessly. Jim is your star-certified American Family Insurance agent at 123 East Hamilton Street in West Salem. American Family Insurance. Protect carefully and dream fearlessly. So 5-0, GET in the lead, and quickly, Coach Cashton Schmidt calls a timeout. Says, "Hey guys, we gotta fix this. So let's fix it quick." 16:38 left in the first half, and
the
West Salem with the ball.
Redhawks drop back in just a half-court defense. Took away the full court pressure after the timeout.
Jack Haley with the ball now for West Salem.
Good on-ball defense there.
Drive in, put it up, takes the shot, and it goes right in. So Jack Haley takes the first shot for the Panthers, and it's 5-2. Goes up, doesn't go in.
Good-looking floater there from Lettner, doesn't make it. And so far, the Redhawks defense has been forcing mistakes from the Panthers, and they appear to be in control at this point.
5-2, GET with the ball. Schmidt will bring it down for the Redhawks. It's early, we're just 2 minutes into the game at this point. Here's Byrne driving in. Pulls up, bounces that off of Jack Haley, goes out of bounds. It should be Redhawk ball.
That's one of the most impressive things about Grant Byrne is that not only does he have his length, but he's got that touch and ball handling ability at that size.
They got Josh Hauser working on him. There's a shot up, and it goes in. He goes right over the top of Hauser and puts that in.
Well, Josh Hauser, unofficially 6'4", and Grant Byrne's got that extra length.
7-2. Here's Breitung with the ball. Hands that off. Into the corner they go to Hauser. Going to shoot that back out to Haley. Back to Hauser. Now inside to Latos. He'll spin.
Got a 3-second call against David Latos. Took away his brother's opportunity for the shot.
7-2. GET with the ball again. Schmidt will bring it down. This is Lance Lettner. Now back to Schmidt again. Byrne for three. Not that time. Bounces around, picked back up by GET. Now Schmidt for three. Again, off the rim it comes. Here's Lentner. Now he just kind of threw that one up there. That's going to go out of bounds off of Latos, I believe. Crowd doesn't like that one, though.
A couple of wild shots there, and GET gets a fourth opportunity now.
Well, these, GET really isn't a strong three-point shooter. They're 18% on their three-point shots so far this season.
They go by volume rather than
by
efficiency.
Here's Schmidt again, takes it in. Ducks
Nice
around,
head fake.
puts it up.
Oh, they got him with a travel. I don't know about that, but
I think so. Kind of looked like it. 7-3, West Salem gets it back. GET did score 78 points the other day in the Aquinas tournament. They went up against, I think it was Houston, and they won 78-34.
You are correct. That was on Saturday.
Yep, so they're able to run up the score, no question about it. They got shooters out there that can do the job. And already it's 7-2. Here's West Salem. Latos loses it underneath.
He was out of bounds. Good effort there for the loose ball by Schmidt.
West Salem retains it.
Both teams still with their starters on the floor.
Hauser gets it into Brighton. Brighton looking around. Back to Hauser.
Shifted into a bit of a zone here. 2-1-2.
Now they go inside to David Latos. He comes back out. Brighton will take the shot. And off the back of the rim, rebound comes to Schmidt.
Brighton had a good look at it.
Pushes it to Hammond, and Hammond puts it in for 2.
First bucket of the night for Tyler Hammond. Pushes the lead to 9-2.
13:40 left, first half. Haley now gets it out to Brighting. It's not the, it just seems like West Salem is not.
They've come out sleepwalking.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think too.
They're ready for the weekend a little too early.
Yeah, thanks for describing that, because I couldn't quite figure out what it was, but you're right. And maybe it's because they're coming off a long break. School started yesterday, didn't it?
It's hard. My sister-in-law is a teacher in the Madison district, and they don't start school until Monday.
Oh.
They I think figured it out. The foul there went against Kyle Schur. That was his first.
Jack Healy puts in the first one and the second one. So it'll make it 9-4. Yep, 9-4.
Brady Scallon coming into the game. Sophomore.
Coach Kastenschmidt was going for height, I think, when he had both Latos boys in there. Now maybe we're going to look at a little speed here with Brady Scallon in.
And Trenton Harshman comes into the lineup.
Here's Byrne with the ball once again. Drives in, kicks back out to Schmidt. Schmidt nowhere to go. Hammond now back to Schmidt. Byrne
Harshman needs to be moving down low, staying stationary on the left block. Nice
There's
feed.
The pass inside, yeah. Can he do it? And no. Latos with the rebound. Gives it to Hauser. Hauser looking for someone to hand it off to. He'll drive in himself, and he gets fouled. I think that's going to be on Harshman.
That is indeed against Harshman, his first, team second.
9-4. GET in the lead. Hauser gets it in bounds. Brighting up top with it. Finds Hauser now. GT still in that zone.
And now Burns stretching up to the top of the zone. I mean, his purpose in that zone is to stay up in the middle and disrupt anything near to the basket, but get that length out on the perimeter, and it can be disruptive as well. Brady Niemeyer comes in.
I'm just going to say that. Brady in for Scanlon, or Brighton, rather. Brighton goes out. Corner for Latos, all the way across to Niemeyer. Here's Jack Haley with it now. Feeds it underneath. That was nicely done.
And one.
Latos picks up 2, and he'll go to the line. 9-6.
That foul's against Lance Lettner, his first, third team foul.
Latos puts that in easily enough.
Gets 3 points the old-fashioned way.
9-7 now. West Salem within 2. 12 minutes left in the first half. Here's Schmidt. Nice spin, but
that should be a jump ball.
That or a travel. If it's not a jump ball, there's Byrne putting it in for 2.
Nice floater from Grant Byrne. He's got 9 of the 11 points for GET so far. He averages over 24 points a game, so no surprise here. Hauser steps back with the 3.
11-7 GET ball. 11:36 left, first half. So it'll be Lettner bringing it down now. Schmidt gets the pass. Hammond round to Lettner. Here's Byrne again. Nope, he feeds that over to Harshman.
He got it poked away by David Latos.
That disrupts things. GT ball, Hammond will handle it.
The biggest difference I've seen so far is defensive intensity, and the Redhawks have been so much more active on the defensive end of things.
Shot by Schmidt, up off the rim. Byrne with a rebound and a putback. No, loose ball picked up by Hauser, and West Salem gets it back. Haley trying to go in the middle.
Into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah,
That's
no kidding.
Ill-advised.
Looking for a foul, didn't find it. Here's Hammond driving in. It's going to be off of Latos' foot, so it'll be GET ball.
First we'll see tonight of Luke Vance coming in for GET. Star running back on the Red Hawk offense.
Oh.
One of their 2,000-yard rushers.
Byrne gets the pass. Into Schmidt. Schmidt now hands it off to Harshman. Harshman gets stuffed.
Jump
They're
ball.
going to call it a jump ball. That was Brady
absolutely.
Scallon.
Good play there.
Scallon gets his hand on it. Now in for West Salem comes Carson Mooney.
Heard a little Mooney from the crowd.
Hauser gets to sit down. Here's Lettner with the ball for GET. Going to have to pass it way out here to Grant Byrne. In the corner. Harshman with the ball. There's the shot by Schmidt off the rim. And picked up by West Salem and Jack Haley. Now in the corner, Carson Mooney. No, back out it comes. Here's Haley. Scallon, West Salem working it around pretty fast now. Here's Haley with a three-point shot. Nope, doesn't go.
Follow your shot. If he followed it earlier, he doesn't commit that foul.
That's right. We talk about that all the time. You know that? Kids that don't follow their shot in, especially on a three-point shot like that.
No, a three-pointer at the top of the key, maybe you back off a little bit in case the transition goes the other way, but pretty much following your shot is the way to be.
Good ball movement there by GET. Doesn't go down, but they sure had it whipped around there. 11-7 the score still. Under 10 minutes left in the first half.
We've been stuck at 11-7 for a little while here.
Haley to Mooney. Ooh, almost knocked away that time, but now they get it inside to Latos. He kicks it back out. Here's Haley. Back to Latos. He'll take that shot. Nope, doesn't go. Rebound to GET.
So right now, without Josh Hauser on the floor, there's really no inside game for the West Salem offense. And so they're living and dying by the three-pointer.
There's Vance. Doesn't go. Still 11-7. West Salem down by 2 points. There it is. Oh, no, didn't go. That should have been a basket.
Got to make your bunnies.
Here's Byrne. Puts it up. Doesn't go. Picked back up, though, and there's the shot in. That was Shear, Kyle Shear putting it in for two.
His first basket of the night.
And it's 13-7.
Tapped out of bounds. Looks like there might be a foul call. There is.
So Hauser's going to come back in now along with C.J. McConkey.
And that's the second foul against Kyle Schur. You probably won't see much of him the rest of the night. C.J. McConkey, skilled running back and linebacker.
You did a lot of West Salem football games.
Did a lot of West Salem football games. I feel like I lived at West Salem all football season. they had a bit of a disappointing season based on the way they had played in past years, but their future is very bright. Their underclassmen are very strong.
Brady Scallon in there for 2.
And C.J. McConkey is a big part of that.
13-9 now. West Salem down by 4. Hammond with the ball. Oh, double dribbled. Turnover. 8 minutes now left in the first half.
This possession has a potential to have a little bit of a turning point moment, maybe get some momentum going for the Panthers.
Niemeyer back to Scallon. Scallon drives, nope, hands it off to Hauser.
See, and right now is where I'm advocating for the shot clock. They've been moving the ball around very well, but the college game got it right, the NBA got it right, but the high school game needs a shot clock.
Kyle Shear on the rebound. There's Schmidt. I don't know what he was doing there, but threw it up in the air, got tipped out of bounds. That's going to be GET ball.
Wouldn't you agree? Even a 35-second shot clock or a 40-second shot clock?
Well, it would be good for the team. They learn to work with a shot clock because they're going to find it in college and pro ball.
Exactly.
You know?
And well, and
if they go on to play there.
Exactly. And it makes the game move that much smoother.
There's Byrne, takes it in, tries to loop it up. Nope, there's the rebound put back by Shear, and he's got 2.
His second basket of the night, and he's playing with 2 fouls. And a steal and a feed to Grant Byrne, and
a timeout
Kasten
call.
Schmidt's going to want a timeout.
All right, well, they take a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back right after this. Stick around. More coming your way on KQEG.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Carl Greenfield bringing you tonight's game from West Salem High School. The Panthers and the Redhawks. 6:53 left in the first half, 17-9, GET in the lead.
GET bringing back
look
the
at that
full court
steal.
pressure.
And there's Byrne with another 2. He's been having a great night tonight.
13 out of the 19 points have come from the hand of Grant Byrne. And a travel forced mistake there from the
freshman.
From the GET full court pressure.
Latos. They get it back inbounds. Byrne with the ball now. 19-9 our score. Ball's loose, out of bounds. West Salem.
Good effort there. Josh Hauser causing fits in the corner. GET, anytime it's stopped, they're pulling out that full court pressure.
Brighting now drives down the far side. He does get it to McConkey. I thought that was going to go out of bounds.
McConkey with some fancy footwork.
Yeah. There's a nice, easy shot by Brighting.
Somebody forgot to stop him.
Yeah, they just kind of let him go in and do that, didn't they? (19-11). Byrne to Lettner. Lettner back to Byrne again. Byrne will drive against Latos, puts it up over Latos, doesn't go, and the rebound to Hauser.
A lot of foot movement there. Byrne might have gotten away with a travel.
Peter Latos Driving down, almost loses it, picks it back up. Now we got a loose ball. Who's going to catch it?
See, and that's a hustle play.
Oh, doesn't go.
You know, even though that didn't end in a bucket, that's the difference in effort tonight.
Yes, definitely. They were hustling. Oh, look at that feed. That was beautiful.
Kyle Schur with another bucket.
21-11.
Ooh, almost a carry there, too.
Going to call a foul that time on Hammond.
That's his first 5 team fouls against the Red Hawks of GET.
Hauser will get to bring it in for the Panthers.
Jack Haley back in.
Peter Latos goes out. So, West Salem now. Brings it across the center line. Brighting with the ball. Jack Haley kicks it out to Latos. Latos drives, puts it up. Doesn't go. We get a charge or a blocking foul?
We got a block.
Block. That'll be number 6, I believe, on
is.
GET, and number 2 on Lentner. The Salem keeps the ball. There they go inside to McConkey. Oh, he doesn't get it in.
A good follow there by David Latos, however.
21-13. GT up by 8 now. 4:32 left in the first half. Schmidt.
Ooh.
Was there a walk there, you think?
I think so.
Brighting to Latos. To Hauser. Back up top now to Haley, now to Hauser. Here's Latos for 3. No.
Good positioning there by McConkey, but the longer arms of Kyle Schur got over the top and tipped it away.
21-13, under 4 minutes now.
Nice drive for Grant Byrne.
Here's Haley with the ball. Now he feeds it to Hauser. Back to Haley. Haley will go baseline with it. Tries to put it up.
Nice block there from
stuffed. I think
Sawyer
we got
Schmidt.
Kyle Scheer got a finger in the eye, I think.
Maybe on the nose, too.
McConkey's going to go out.
Scheer's going to take a seat.
Alan Campbell comes into the lineup for West Salem. Here's Latos now, feeds it to Hauser. Hauser for 3. Oh.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count, but it was pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, you can't hit the basket support.
Yeah, 23-13 now with 3.5 left. GET in the lead. Here's Byrne again, puts one up. Nice touch.
I was just going to say the same thing. 17 points for Grant Byrne. Well ahead of his 24-point per game pace.
25-13.
Wild shot there from Alan Campbell. Nice feed. The hoop and the harm. Trenton Harshman's going to get a chance at a 3-point play.
Harshman picks it up 2 and makes it now 27-13.
Josh Hauser picked up that foul. That's only the second foul against the West Salem Panthers.
And he makes it.
Harshman's got 3 points, all on the last possession.
28-13. Brighting for 3.
Nice.
Got it. Cooper Brighting puts in a 3.
And a good feed to set him up there. I think that one came from Hauser.
28-16. They need a couple more of those. There's Schmidt with a long ball.
My.
Nance
good
gets
follow
it.
there.
Hammond back to Grant again, now Schmidt again, now back to Schmidt. Down to about 2 minutes left here. Schmidt will drive, puts it up.
Oh
my God.
There's a highlight reel shot.
That went in. Holy smoke. And I think that's Schmidt's first 2 points, isn't it?
It is. He's been firing from 3, but hasn't been able to make one.
That foul's going to be on Alan Campbell. And here's Schmidt for second one. He gets it. Sawyer Schmidt completes a 3-point play.
I think that's a shot that'll end up on Seven Rivers Sports.
Should. Breiting now back to Hauser. GT staying in that 2-1-2 zone.
See, and what it allows, as active as Grant Byrne is on the offensive end, it does allow him a little bit of a breather defensively.
Harshman with the steal. Now from the corner, Vance doesn't go. Loose ball picked up. Harshman to Grant Byrne, excuse me. And he puts it in for 2. Well, you can see why he's their, point shooter here. High point player.
Yeah, he's got slashing ability. He's got deep shooting ability, and he can work it around the rim too.
Breiting now, Hauser for 3.
Hauser with a good look, but didn't go.
Yeah, West Salem's just not hitting their threes either tonight.
They've only made one of them.
Hauser hits 32% of them normally. Here's Hammond. Back to Vance. Schmidt cross to Byrne. Byrne for 3. Bam! Wow.
And he pumps his fist in with excitement after that one.
36-16. 30 seconds left in this first half. Knocked out of bounds.
See, and Rick, with the season is still pretty young, even though GET has had a rough start. This could be one of those types of games that they use as a springboard into the rest of their season.
Could be.
And maybe is the turning point. Should this pattern continue tonight? Down to 10 seconds. Got to go.
Haley. No foul called. Here comes Schmidt now. He'll go to the hoop with it. Puts it up.
A lot of contact. Hold on. They got a foul.
They're gonna call a foul there.
Sawyer Schmidt's gonna shoot free throws with nobody else on the court.
That's gonna be on Hauser, his second. Nails the first one. Schmidt, a 63% free throw shooter. He doesn't miss much. But he missed that one.
As you say that.
So he gets another one. And our score at the half, 37-16. And before we go to break, let me just point out to you that one of our sponsors tonight is Allied Cooperative. They've got the products you need from the people you trust, all close to home, from agronomy, feed and grain, to LP and refined fuels, to Ace Hardware and Cenex. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about. Well, again, our score at the half, 37-16. We'll take a little break. We'll be back with some of those numbers for you in just a bit. Stick around. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street in downtown West.
You're invited to visit the newly remodeled West Salem American Legion in downtown West Salem. Come see the new banquet hall and meeting rooms, check out the new bar and amenities, then stop in for a delicious fish and shrimp dinner with choice of potato and salad bar on the first, third, and last Friday of the month. Play bingo on the first Monday of the month. Bring the family for an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the second Sunday of the month. For more information, go to westsalempost51.com. Schedule your next event at the all-new West Salem American Legion in historic downtown West Salem.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at West Salem High School. Our score, GET 37-16. Boy, I tell you, Carl, this is not the game I expected.
Well, and this is the team that came out to play against Houston in the Aquinas tournament last weekend. So GET may be using that as a springboard spot.
Kind of a new season for them?
Yeah, you know what? New year, new season. play as if you're 0-0 and you're starting over, and GET has really done that tonight.
But I think West Salem isn't looking as confident as I've seen them earlier in the season, personally.
They look confident is a good way to put it. They look lethargic.
Yeah.
And I used the word sleepwalking earlier in the game.
Yeah.
They really have not come out with the same level of energy that I'm accustomed to seeing out of the West Salem Panther basketball program. And so, one of the biggest things in high school sports is coaching, and it's halftime adjustments.
Yeah.
And you see it a lot in a football game. You see it a lot in a basketball game. Obviously, there's no halftime in baseball, but there are inning breaks.
Yeah.
But it's halftime adjustments, and that's where Steve Kastenschmidt is going to earn his paycheck. Is can he turn things around in the locker room right now during these 10, 15 minutes at halftime to be able to get West Salem coming out of the locker room, hit the ground running, and maybe get themselves on a little bit of a run and make this a ball game again, because right now it's been all GET, and Grant Byrne has been running roughshod over the Panther defense.
Right, you are. Well, tell us about some of those stats. How many points does Grant Byrne have?
So Grant Byrne has 22 points. He leads all scorers. 6 points for Kyle Schur, 4 for Sawyer Schmidt, 3 for Trenton Harshman, and 2 for Tyler Hammond to round out the 37 points for GET. And only 4 players in the scoring column for West Salem. David Latos and Cooper Brighting each with 5. Jack Haley has 4, and Brady Scallon has 2. But the tail of the tape really is the shooting inside the 3-point line. The GET Redhawks, 15 out of 21. They've been very efficient. They've been getting to the rack often, and doing a lot of damage in the paint. And that's been their calling card in this first half. The West Salem Panthers haven't done that poorly, but they really haven't gotten that many opportunities. They've only gone 5 for 9 on 2-point shots. Outside the 3-point arc, let's forget about that. 2 out of 12 for GET, 1 out of 8 for West Salem. It's pretty much a non-factor.
Yeah.
Both teams with 3 free throws, so it's not a big free throw shooting night. 6 fouls on one side, 4 on the other. So it's been a fairly cleanly played game. We've had a few turnovers, but not a lot of guys in foul trouble. A couple guys with a pair, Lance Lettner, Kyle Schur, and Josh Hauser, each with 2 fouls. So.
All right. Well, we'll take a little break. We'll come back. We'll talk some more, okay? Second half coming up right after this.
It's halftime on the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the GET Redhawks and the West Salem Panthers. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages.
The thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We're ready for another game here, another half of basketball, I should say.
It could be a new game.
Well, let's see how it works out here.
See what the Panthers have done. Like I said, halftime adjustments. See what they can come up with.
And the Panthers will start with the ball. Again, 37-16 our score. GT in the lead. Starters are in the game. Here's Haley with the ball for the West Salem Panthers. Gets it to Brighting. Brighting back to Haley. Haley drives, puts it up. Oh, it's misses it, and here comes Grant Byrne the other way. Kicks it out to Lentner.
Oh,
nice
good hustle.
block. Nice block by Latos. He got down there and stuck his hand up there and stopped that three-pointer.
The transition offense looked like it was going to take over there, but the transition defense recovery by Latos. Big play.
Schmidt now with Haley in front of him. There's another block.
Ooh. Who they got?
Well, that was
that's an
they call
offensive
that a
foul.
Offensive foul, yeah.
That's probably the right call. So he adds insult to injury. He gets his shot blocked and he gets called for a foul.
Hauser pushes it down quickly to Haley. Haley will go up center, try to put it up. Doesn't go, but he's going to get the foul. Jack Haley has made a number of those drives down the center as he slashes in there, but he hasn't been able. He keeps running into about 4 opponents at the same time. That time he drew the foul.
Third personal against Kyle Schur.
Ooh, Haley misses it.
Haley made his first 2 free throws of the night and missed that one. And that's the first miss by any West Salem Panther.
Haley again. That time he got it.
Still very surprised by this 20-point lead by the Red Hawks and the
Really?
lack of scoring by the West Salem Panthers. Only 17 points, 16 in the first half of basketball.
Schmidt now with the ball back to Byrne again. Byrne takes the shot. Not this time.
You know,
There's
I don't think Grant Byrne has met a shot he doesn't like.
Latos with a nice rebound, gets it to Peter Latos. Comes back to Brighting. Now to Hauser. David Latos. Hauser. Here comes Haley again. Puts it up, doesn't go.
A little bit of contact. Good no call there.
37-13, GET with the ball now. Here's Lentner. Out to Schmidt. He'll take the three-point shot. Doesn't go. Loose ball goes out of bounds. GET ball.
Sawyer Schmidt 0 for 5 from the three-point arc.
16:20 left in the game here. 37-13. GET with 2 fouls early on. No fouls yet for West Salem. Here's Byrne. Gonna drive baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Good foot movement and footwork from Josh Hauser on the defensive side forced him to go a little too deep and step out of bounds.
West Salem ball now. Brighting will bring it down for the Panthers. Brighting up top with it. Ooh, that one got away from Hauser. Picked back up by GET. Those kind of turnovers they can't afford, you know.
That was one of the things that hurt him in the first half, his turnovers.
Yeah. Oh, and GET retains the ball. Here's Grant Byrne, puts it up and in for another 2. What a night that young man is having.
24 points. He's at his season average already. And he's got 15 minutes of ball yet to play.
39-17 now. They try to feed it inside to Peter Latos, but it's poked away. And GET gets it back.
Looks like Trenton Harshman getting set to check in for the Red Hawks. Got an over-the-back foul on Schur. That's his 4th.
Wow.
He's going to take a seat. Harshman's going to take his place. Brady Niemeyer checking back in. Looks like Cooper Brighting is going to sit down.
39-17, GET in the lead. Jack Haley into the corner to Latos. All the way across now to Niemeyer. Hauser from the corner. Latos with the rebound and a putback. Still doesn't get it. Loose ball. Latos again with a putback. That time he gets it.
David Latos with a clinic in sticking with it.
39-19, still a 20-point game for the Red Hawks. Schmidt kind of slowing it down here. Back out to Byrne. He'll take the three-point shot.
And the friendly roll.
And he was beyond the arc when he shot
that
one.
that was college or NBA type range.
42-19. Peter Latos.
That's going to be a second foul.
No, he stepped out.
Stepped out of bounds. Wow. I thought for sure they were going to call a foul on Harshman because that's really the reason why he stepped out of bounds.
42-19, GET with the ball.
That's why they're down there and I'm up here, though.
You know, West Salem really hasn't had much pressure, full court pressure on this team.
They've been sticking with the half court, staying man-to-man, but
Lettner from the corner. Nope. Latos with the rebound. It gets knocked away, but it's going to get a foul called on Harshman.
Okay, that's a foul on Trenton Harshman. I was wrong before.
This time you're right, huh?
I got it this time.
That'll be 2 on Harshman. McConkey coming back in, and let's see, Peter Latos will sit down. Here comes Brady Niemeyer with the ball to Haley. Haley back to Niemeyer. Hauser in the corner, gets it inside to David Latos, puts it up and in.
Latos really wanted to take that without landing, but wise decision to come down and set himself and make the shot.
Byrne now to Hammond. Here's Byrne again. Hands that one off to Lettner. Lettner will drive, kicks it out. Byrne again.
Just that beautiful soft touch around the hoop. It's something you don't generally see out of a 6'7" young man.
44-21. Latos from the corner. He nails it.
There it is.
That got the crowd. A little cheer out of the crowd that time. 44-24. Still a 20-point game for GET.
Every time it looks like the Panthers are going to do something and get the ball rolling, GET has an answer.
Oh, that time they get it back again. Here's Byrne. Drives in, puts it up, and it goes. It's got that little tulip kind of, put up, the same thing that you see Lexi Donarski do. Let's take a quick break, though, while we can, and we'll be back with more right after this. Stick around.
You're invited to visit the newly remodeled West Salem American Legion in downtown West Salem. Come see the new banquet hall and meeting rooms. Check out the new bar and amenities. Then stop in for a delicious fish and shrimp dinner with choice of potato and salad bar on the first, third, and last Friday of the month. Play bingo on the first Monday of the month. Bring the family for an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the second Sunday of the month. For more information, go to westsalempost51.com. Schedule your next event at the all-new West Salem American Legion in historic downtown West Salem.
You know Boyer's Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas. Sofas. And more sofas. We picked out love seats. And more love seats.
We picked out recliners.
Recliners. And more recliners. Dining room furniture.
Bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson, along with Carl Greenfield here today. One of our sponsors today is West Salem Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. They can help you keep your medication straight with their new pillow pack. All your meds in one plastic-wrapped container, one for each day. West Salem Pharmacy, caring for you and about you, with locations in Sparta, La Crosse, and Highway 16, right here in West Salem.
C.J. McConkey couldn't get that one to go. And a pseudo dunk there on the other end by Grant Byrne. Not with a lot of force, but he got up there.
48-24. David Latos for three. Off the rim it comes. And again, if he'd have followed that shot in, instead of stepping back to watch it, he would have had the ball. 48-24, West Salem ball. Niemeyer brings it down for West Salem. Brady Scallon back in the lineup. Jack Haley back to Niemeyer, now to Scallon.
See, right there, that's what I was talking about earlier, that you lose that any sort of inside presence when Josh Hauser is off the floor. David Latos does a good job, but he's just not quite as aggressive out on the block, getting things moving.
Here's Lettner. Vance puts one up and he scores 3.
That's Luke Vance's first points of the night.
Yeah. 51-24. 10:48 left. Latos to McConkey. McConkey will go up and put it in.
There you go.
C.J. McConkey gets his first points of the night.
And we got a foul off the ball from Jack Haley. That's his second.
(51-26). Haley with 2 fouls, you said? Okay. Schmidt now.
So anything I say you'll just accept as
whatever
as
you
the
say,
truth?
you bet.
Okay, sounds good.
Here's Schmidt driving in. Feeds it underneath the Harshman. Harshman puts it up and in. You got to admit, this GET team looks really good.
They're on fire right now.
They sure are. 53-26 now.
Well short. Scallon couldn't get anything going there.
Timeout. Timeout called. Let's take a quick timeout ourselves. It's 53-26 our score. We'll be back right after these messages on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street in downtown West.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out our reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Carl Greenfield here. Another one of our sponsors here tonight is Union State Bank of West Salem. Proud to support West Salem athletics. Union State Bank is a hometown community bank serving families and businesses in the Cooley region. For all your banking needs, make it Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC. So 53-26, 9:42 left in the game. GET puts up another one. There it is.
Look at that one. Little floater from Tyler Hammond. Showing off his touch. He's got 4 points.
55-26 now.
That's been one of the things that we've seen all night is the active hands of the GET defense. They've been, even when they're not forcing turnovers, they're knocking the ball around, and it can be very frustrating for an offense to have that happen.
Haley puts it up. He'll get 2 and draw the foul.
Good patience there and a good feed. Jack Haley getting his man up in the air, forcing the foul on Trenton Harshman.
Got it.
He's 4 out of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Jack Haley's got 8 points. Definitely fallen below his season average. He averages over 16 points a game.
55-29 now. GT in the lead. Here's Vance. Drives in, kicks out. Schmidt now will drive in, put it up, and he's got 2. Sawyer Schmidt puts another 2 on the board for GT, and it's 57-29 now. Here's Latos underneath. He goes up, but somebody got a hand on it, I think.
Going back to that Sawyer Schmidt shot that he just made, how many times tonight have you seen a Red Hawk player drive down the lane and flip up a little floater like that?
Yeah.
I mean, Grant Byrne has many of them tonight. Hammond had one earlier. Sawyer Schmidt just put one in. It's been, we're going to call it the Red Hawk floater.
Okay.
That's the new thing.
Carson Mooney back in the lineup for West Salem. Latos to Latos. He can't get it, though, and Byrne gets it, goes the other way. Shot by Hammond. Three-pointer doesn't go. Peter Latos will pull it down. Pushes it ahead quickly to David. David has to kick it back out. Now Peter will take it to the hoop.
Offensive foul. Good call. Trenton Harshman stood his ground and got run over. That's the first foul against Peter Latos.
Byrne will bring it down now. Boy, how many points does he have now? 33, 34?
I've got him for 33.
Yeah. What a night for that young man. Schmidt to Vance. Back in the corner it goes. Hammond.
That is a new season high. Previous season high was 31 on the year.
There's Byrne again for 3.
Oh.
No, not that time. Boy, it rattled around in there, didn't it? Here's a steal.
It went everywhere but down.
There's a turnover by the Panthers. Schmidt to Hammond. Back to Schmidt again now. Way over in the corner to Vance. Comes back out to Grant Byrne. He'll drive in. Has to kick it back out. Hammond for 3. Not that time. David Latos will get the rebound. Quickly to Haley for 3. Off the rim it comes. Here's the rebound by
Good
Hauser.
effort.
Hauser puts it back for 2. Josh Hauser just finally getting his first basket on the night.
Unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah.
Josh Hauser he's had his opportunities, but none of them have fallen. I mean, Hauser averages almost 10 points per game.
West Salem gets it back again. 57-31 now, 6 minutes left. Latos goes up. No, it goes out of bounds. It's going to be GT ball. Another one of our sponsors throughout the season, Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services, serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. That's Schumacher Kish, La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Badgers just beat Ohio State 61-57. How about that?
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Badgers having a little bit of an up and down season.
Yeah. In
Big
the corner.
conference win there.
Hammond now back out again. Schmidt will take it. Ooh, they're going to
A
say
little extra
walk.
toe drag.
Dragged his foot.
That's, because we're still heavily entrenched in football season, that's great on the sideline for football is the toe drag, but not in basketball.
Yeah, not in basketball. 57-31 with 5:57 left in the game. McConkey will put that one up, and off the rim it comes. Lettner gets the rebound.
There's a gentleman right down in front of me holding out his phone showing someone else, oh, look, the Badgers won.
Hammond now with the ball for the Red Hawks, excuse me.
That's an old name.
That's an old name, that's right. Hammond back to Lettner. Lettner will drive, put it up. He's got 2.
He could have even gotten a free throw opportunity there. No call. 59-31,
GT.
Extra step.
And Haley walked, another turnover.
Brady Scallon checking back in. Peter Latos goes to sit down.
And we'll remind you that Citizen State Bank is one of our sponsors tonight. Is it time to dump your bank? We'll make the switch to Citizen State Bank and discover why they're considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. Citizen State Bank, an experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and on Alaska. What'd I miss?
The Grant Byrne show.
Another 2?
Another 2 and 1. Foul on C.J. McConkey, his first. And he makes a free throw.
His first free throw tonight.
First free throw of the night.
62-31 now. Oh, there's a steal by Lentner. To the hoop he goes and puts it in for 2.
And we got a whistle, a timeout.
Well, if they're going to take a timeout, let's do the same thing. We'll take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be back with more of this game after this.
Pillow Pack, a new option available at West Salem, Sparta, and community health pharmacies to package your medications and vitamins.
This is the ultimate means of managing multiple prescriptions. Pillow Pack eliminates the work, worry, and confusion you've had in the past. Card packaging is also available. The pharmacies provide free delivery or mail-outs on all prescriptions. The Sparta location also provides free delivery from their grocery department.
Health Mart Pharmacies, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Carl Greenfield. 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in tonight's game. 64-31 our score.
Just
GET is in the lead.
Just an absolute domination tonight by the Redhawks. And it's,
really?
It's been on the shoulders of Grant Byrne, but, you know, there's been a lot of contributions across the board. You know, we've seen a lot of Sawyer Schmidt, Kyle Schur, Lance Lettner's had a nice night. You know, it's been the defense that has really shined tonight for GET.
Absolutely. And here comes West Salem with the ball now. Brady Scallon. And he walked with it.
And unforced errors has been another one of the issues for West Salem tonight, and there's a perfect example of it.
Well,
just
now
took an extra step.
And now I think it's to the point where, you know, where's the morale on this team now? You know what I mean?
Well,
so
it looks like the first time we're seeing Caleb Kruger, number 22,
yep,
for West Salem.
And Carson Kepnick is in the lineup too, number 23.
Kepnick, a freshman.
Also, Brett McConkey.
CJ's brother.
So for that very reason, and maybe the coach felt that he wasn't seeing kind of effort, I don't know.
I think it's just at this point
you kind of know where it's going.
You know the end result. Get your younger guys some playing time, some experience, some time under the varsity lights. Oh, we got a stuck ball. That used to be my job.
Is that right?
Knock it out.
Well, you could still run down. Oh, too late.
I don't know if I could still get up there. You got to realize the last time I had to do that, I was about 50 pounds lighter.
Foul there on Kruger. And Lettner misses it. Now some bench players coming in for GET.
The only exception being Kyle Schur. He's sat down for much of the second half with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
Luke Vance coming off the bench. Riley Kirky, first time we've seen him, number 1.
So 3:46 left here. McConkey, CJ puts one up and in. Very nice.
CJ McConkey's got 4 points.
(64-33).
I disagree. Wow. That's a jump stop.
3:21 left in this contest. West Salem now with the ball. Kepnick will bring it down.
Handful of freshmen on this West Salem roster, and Kepnick is one of them. Peter Latos and Brett McConkey the others. So like I said, the future is bright. here in West Salem.
Well, the junior varsity beat GET 65-30.
Well, that's basically what the
kind of what we're
opposite
looking at right
score
now,
is right now.
So maybe you should put in more of the JV team. Coming in next will be Liam Shilquist. Scallon misses that one.
That foul was on Riley Kirky, his first. So next matchup Thursday night, West Salem heads to Westby. And on Tuesday, GET plays at the Logan Rangers.
Scallon made the second one. And we're going to be there Tuesday.
I will not, but
well,
you will.
We will. Art Fay and I will be doing that game Tuesday night, so you get to see West Salem, or GET rather, play Logan. That should be a good game.
That should be.
Especially if GET plays like this. Logan won't have much of a chance.
Logan's will be coming off of a tough matchup against number 2 Onalaska.
Yeah.
Pretty special to have the number 1 and number 2 teams right here in this area with Central and Onalaska. Fouls on Liam Shilquist.
Yep. 64-34, our score with 2.5 minutes left. Now into the lineup comes Roger Niederkorn.
First action for Roger Niederkorn.
And he gets right into it.
3-second call. He got himself stuck in no man's land.
West Salem will bring it down now, down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Shilquist back out to Kruger. They go inside to CJ McConkey. He'll put it up, doesn't go. The shot up by Aiden Lee doesn't go. And West Salem will get it back. Under 2 minutes now, 64-34, GET. Shilquist now with it.
Trying to find McConkey on the low block.
Ooh, knocked away. McConkey picks it back up, though. Nice feed underneath, only he didn't get it to go.
Carson Kepnick just kind of snuck himself under the basket. Very casually got in there. Just couldn't get the shot to go in.
Christian Liebachen comes in for GET. And also Alan Campbell in for West Salem, back in the lineup.
Campbell got a little bit of time in the first half.
Campbell puts it up, doesn't go. Rebound comes to Kirky and GET. Down to 1:16 now. 64-34, shots up, and no, doesn't go. West Salem with the rebound. Brett McConkey. Feeds it to Kruger. There they go inside to Campbell. Campbell puts it up, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, puts it back again. No, still doesn't go. That time tapped out by Shilquist.
Campbell's done everything right except, get it into the basket. He's having trouble getting himself fully set before he fires a shot.
Jaron Morales in now for GET, number 2.
We saw him in the JV game, had himself a good time.
Some nice moves, but he didn't finish there. That was Niederkorn. Quickly, they throw it down, but it goes out of bounds. One of the GET players tipped it. Taisei Purney into the lineup now for GET, and Aiden Lee will sit down. Coach McCutcheon trying to get all of his players a little bit of time anyway.
I think that's the last one off the bench.
Whoa, there you go. Three-pointer by Carson Kepnick. 64-37. It's a steal, turnover. Oh, turnover back again.
Dribbled behind his own back and gave it to him.
Got it picked. 6 seconds. 5, 4.
He's going to fire it. and follow his own shot. Look at that. We've been preaching it all night.
Finally.
And Christian Liebachen follows his own shot.
So there you go, folks. Our final score, 64-37. Not the greatest night for the West Salem Panthers. And as you mentioned just a few minutes ago, they're going to be going on to play, let's see, who they play next? I think you told me.
They play at Westby.
At Westby
on Thursday night next week.
And GET goes on to play Logan next week. And I'll tell you what games we're going to be covering next week. We hope you'll join us. Tuesday night, GET at Logan, boys game. And then Friday, we've got a doubleheader. Central will be at Logan, both the boys and the girls. The girls start at 5:45, and then the boys will play right after that. On that same night, we will have a crew at Aquinas doing the Edgewood-Aquinas girls game. And if you'd like to see a complete lineup for what we've got coming up for the rest of this season, go to kqegtv.com, and you should be able to find it right there. Also, if you'd like to get a copy of tonight's game, give us a call at 784-0876, and we can arrange for you to get a copy of tonight's game. Again, our final score here, 64-37. A great game for GET. Not so good for the West Salem Panthers. You got some numbers for us yet, Carl?
Sure do. Just got the last one. You have good timing.
I know.
Leading all scorers for the GET Redhawks, Grant Byrne, 36 points. And then 6 for Sawyer, 36 of them. 6 for Sawyer Schmidt. 6 for Kyle Schur, 5 for Trenton Harshman, 4 apiece for Lance Lettner and Tyler Hammond, 3 for Luke Vance. And then for the West Salem Panthers, leading all scorers there, David Latos had 12, Jack Haley had 8, 5 for Cooper Brighting, 4 for CJ McConkey, 3 apiece for Brady Scallon and Carson Kepnick, and 2 for Josh Hauser. Well under his season average. Josh Hauser, like I said, almost 10 points per game, only with the one bucket in the second half. So that's a credit to the GET defense tonight. They were swarming. They were active. They caused problems from the opening tip.
They had tons of energy. The energy was definitely with GET tonight,
Absolutely.
More so than West Salem, no question about it. But if you're the Logan coach, you're probably going to talk to your team about this Grant Byrne guy.
Yeah, I think you're going to want to key in on him a little bit.
Next Tuesday night, yeah.
So that should be an interesting matchup to see what the Logan Rangers put up against him.
It should be. Well, again, our final score here, 64-37. That wrapped things up for you here from West Salem, everybody. For Luke on camera and Carl, I'm Rick Wilson. Thanks for watching, everybody. High school basketball on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. Good night, everybody.
You've been watching the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's basketball game featured the GET Redhawks and the West Salem Panthers. The High School Game of the Week, made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill on Leonard Street in historic downtown West Salem. American Family Insurance and your agent in West Salem, Jim Quinn. Union State Bank of West Salem, where customers and community come first. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16, West Salem. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. The newly remodeled West Salem American Legion on Leonard Street in West Salem. West Salem Pharmacy on Highway 16, West Salem, caring for you and about you. West Salem Pharmacy. And Allied Cooperative in Toma, West Salem, and Arcadia. Thanks for watching High School Basketball.